How is college football defensive efficiency measured? Imagine trying to figure out how good a team's defense really is without just looking at wins and losses. That's where defensive efficiency comes into play, giving us a clearer picture of how well a team limits its opponents. It's like a report card that combines many different stats to show the true strength of a defense. One of the simplest ways to measure defensive efficiency is by points allowed. If a team keeps opponents from scoring many points, it's usually a strong defensive unit. But points alone don't tell the full story. So, analysts also look at yards per play, which shows how many yards a defense gives up on each offensive attempt. The lower the yards per play, the better the defense is at stopping big gains. Another key stat is first downs allowed. This tells us how often the defense lets opponents sustain drives and move the ball forward. If a team allows few first downs, it means they're good at forcing punts or turnovers. Rushing yards allowed and passing yards allowed are also important. They reveal whether a defense is better at stopping the run or the pass. To get more detailed, we look at yards allowed per rush and per pass. These stats show how many yards a defense gives up on average for each rushing or passing attempt. Lower numbers mean more efficient stops. Turnovers created are another big factor. Forcing interceptions and fumbles can turn the tide of a game and improve a defense's efficiency by ending drives early. Beyond basic stats, there are advanced ratings like the Defensive Efficiency Index. This is an opponent-adjusted number that considers the strength of the teams faced and the game situation. It estimates how much a defense is expected to reduce scoring per possession against an average team. Expected points allowed is another useful metric. It calculates the average points a defense gives up per play or possession, adjusting for game context. Pressure rate and sack rate also matter. They measure how often a defense pressures the quarterback and how many times they succeed in sacking him. These stats show how effective a team's pass rush is, which can disrupt the entire offense. Context matters too. Time of possession can influence defensive stats. If a team's offense keeps the ball for long stretches, the defense might be on the field more, which can skew some numbers. Penalties also play a role, as defensive penalties can extend drives and hurt efficiency. Teams and coaches use all these stats to understand their strengths and weaknesses. They can adjust game plans, improve specific areas, and compare performance across different opponents. Defensive efficiency ratings help reveal how much a defense truly impacts the game, beyond just wins and losses. In the end, measuring college football defensive efficiency involves a mix of basic stats like points allowed and yards per play, along with advanced, opponent-adjusted metrics like the Defensive Efficiency Index and expected points allowed. These tools give a full picture of how well a defense limits scoring, gains yardage, creates turnovers, and controls the flow of the game.